Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the No More Alarm Clock. So, meet the job quitters living their dream. And today we are on episode 6. And what is today's topic?
Okay, so the topic today is Thúy Ai's journey from nail technician to digital freedom. So let's hear her story and get empowered.
Yes. So, we're going to be sharing another job quitter story. So she will be joining us in a few minutes. But before, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Isabel. I am from Mexico, but I'm living here in the United States. I'm a former educational assistant. I'm a wife, a mother of three, a grandmother of two, now a digital business owner, and a mentor.
Thank you, Isabel. We also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinar. So we had one today, so it's already over, but you can still catch the replay of tonight's live webinar. So the way that you register is that you can register into our websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. That one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday and one for Thursday. So you can register for either one or for both. And our live webinars is every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. The second link that you get there is the link to the replay. So if you cannot catch the live webinar, you can always catch the replay of the live webinar. So with that one. And we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you probably wondered, what are you going to find out on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to find out um, you're going to learn how our online business plan works, and also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So let's find out who were the hosts and panelists for tonight's live webinar.
Okay, so tonight we had Shannon as our host. She is a retired wedding planner. We also had Crystal. She's a corporate job quitter. Tori is a teacher turned into a stay home mom thanks to this business. Cherie and Ashley, they are behavioral specialists and retired athletes. We also had Julie. She's a waitress server. And Rachel and Joey are sham and construction retired. Flor de Lisa is a healthcare worker. And Chick is a stay home mom as well. So just remember that every Tuesday and Thursday we have a live session. So you can register on the websites you see on the screen to assist either to a live. And if you don't have time to watch it live, don't worry. You can still register and we will send you the replay.
Sorry, if you're catching the replay of the live webinar, our the replay has subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: that's Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. There you go. All right, so let's dive in into our topic for today. So, like we mentioned at the beginning, we are on episode 6 of our Live Job Quitter Lives. And today's topic is the day she say goodbye. So, Thúy Ai's journey from nail technician to digital freedom. So, this is one very exciting, so I can hear her story. But before we dive let's introduce her to you guys. So we are so excited to welcome today's special guest, Tui, originally from Vietnam and now living in Louisiana, USA, and currently joining us from Vietnam. Tui's journey is a true story of resilience and transformation. So, from being a teacher to working as a nail technician, she juggled long hours while building her digital business part time. And today, we're celebrating her as one of the newest job quitters in our global online community. So, Tui's journey proves that with the heart, courage, and consistency, it's absolutely possible to rewrite your story and build a life of freedom. So get ready to be inspired by her powerful leap into purpose. So let's bring Tui to the studio. Hi, Tui. Thank you for coming.
Hi, 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 hi. I'm happy to be here with you guys. Yeah,
Thank you so much for accepting the invitation. So I know I did a little bit of introduction about you, but would you like to add something else to the?
oh, I think on what you said about me is that's enough because I think uh, just a little bit, you guys will know more about me. But I just want to say one more. I quit job and then I'm in Vietnam now, and I enjoy my long vacation in Vietnam. Up to now, I can say thanks to the business. That's one thing I want to say more. Yeah,
Thank you so much for sharing that.
yeah,
Um, okay, so let's start with the first question. There.
Here's your first question, Joey.
yeah.
Let's start with the moment everything changed when was your official job quitting day, and how did that moment feel for you?
That question reminds me of the day that I got a lot of thinking, a lot of feeling, and I don't know how to express myself on that day. You know, let me remember. Not long ago, not long, just just happened. It was early May, yeah, and when I took up all my uniform, packed my tools, and stood there in the salon for a minute, just breathing, and how I felt that time. I wasn't excited. I wasn't scared, and I just got quiet. I can say just quiet. Why I feel why I act like this? Because I feel like something big had ended and something bigger we're about to begin. That's what I feel at that time. At the moment, felt like closing the chapter that I had gone through a long time ago. And deep inside my heart, I told myself, you are allowed to choose the new life, the life that you can chase your dream, support your family, have more people, and the life that you always want to follow. Yeah, that's exactly what I feel and what I think at that time. That's it.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much. Yeah, I can only imagine, that feeling after working for a while doing that, and just that last day thinking about, okay, this is it,
yeah,
I'm assuming you had mixed emotions because, it's hard to move on from doing something.
yeah, for sure about that.
Yes. And so, for you just thinking that, okay, um something better is coming, I'm going to be doing something, I'm going to enjoy something that I will decide, when I do it. And so that must have been a time where you were, full of joy inside, but at the
Yeah,
same time, a little maybe sad because you were leaving the other thing behind that you had enjoyed for so many years. But
yeah,
living the life of your dreams, that's a lot to say when you really have that freedom to
yep,
say, I'm gonna go do these things that I have always dreamed about. And so that's huge, that's something amazing, and I'm so happy that you were able to achieve that and that you're
yeah,
enjoying your long vacation now back at home.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. So kind of like similar into that question. So, what was going through your heart as you walk out of the salon for the last time?
Okay. you know, um, Walking out of the job, I can say walking out was so much more than just leaving the job. I can say like that. It feel like I was closing the door to an old version of myself. What version I mentioned here? The version that I stay in one place for so long, and that version that I felt I got stuck. I got stuck in that. Yeah. But I must keep going. And because of what I expected, like I feel freeing. Yeah, I feel freedom and hopeful. Yeah, I didn't feel any sadness really about that. But maybe a little confused for sure, because I have spent so many years building the relationship in my business. I got customers, I got co-workers, I got good relationship with people around me. So deep in my heart, I felt like I was stepping into the life, another life. But I strongly believe this is the life with full of meaningful to me. The life I need to go on and live in and chasing my dream. That's what I really think at that time. And just say, I had been dreaming about this moment, the moment that I left, I quit the job and go on with another one for so long. So just say now I'm here, and I couldn't ignore it more. Yeah. And I can say that I felt something new in my heart, that is hope. Yeah. And the hope that I believe that make me stronger. And I can say now I was finally choosing to live, to live on my own terms. Yeah, no more bunching in and out, and no more sacrifice my time with something else, but just my family and my dream. And I believe that that work is was more like walking into new life. Now I can say again, walking a new life, the life where I can control myself, the life where I could have my family in Vietnam, and the life where I could do what I loved, and to be the person I really, really want to be, the new version of myself, and that make me excited now. Yeah, that's what I want to share now.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And yeah, I think I totally understand, like yes, you've been working for so many years, but like
Yeah,
you mentioned, your dream was, to have a different kind of lifestyle.
yeah,
And now that finally that day has arrived, and like it's like open the door to a new destiny, a
yeah,
new venture that you're joining.
yeah,
So it's a full of emotion of excitement, and at the same time, like yes, leaving a chapter behind that, you got, like you mentioned, you got stuck for so many years, uh, but you always had that hope of having something better, and you finally, that day has arrived, and
yeah,
it's amazing to be um entering into that chapter, and where you have that freedom, like you
yeah,
mentioned, now you're enjoying this long vacation in Vietnam, something that before you couldn't do it. So that is amazing. Thank you for
yeah,
sharing.
for sure.
We also have some comments here from Kim Jong Guyen. He say, "Hi everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you for your comment." Another comment from for him too. He say, "Congratulations."
Thank you, chị Kim. Thank you so much for following me. Yeah,
Um, so yeah, so that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. That's I think that's the best moment in our life, because it's like entering into a new chapter,
yeah,
but a different chapter. I mean, you've been doing the business on the side, but this is a new chapter, because you're like in fully control of your life, living the life on your own terms. So that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so third question for you.
Okay, so the next question is, what made you finally say it's time? What was the key factor or realization that gave you the courage to leave your nail technician job?
Thank you for your question. You know, um, I could say that really that was not very big moment, but that was like a very slow, quiet realization that real stronger every day. Why I say like this because for years I worked hard as a nail tech, and for years I also told myself, is it all? This all what I could do, and this is what is safe, what I wish for. That I always say like that, and deep down I can say I know that uh, I was meant for something more, something bigger, and it started as a small whispers. I would think of my family in Vietnam and wonder how much time I was missing with them, and I I thought of the freedom of doing something in my time, freedom to travel, to work from anywhere, to make the impact, the real impact. Yeah, but the fear always held me back, and what fear I got that time? I always think, what if it didn't work? What if I failed? Yeah, I always think of that. And then I ask myself, what if I don't try? Yeah. And that when I know if I don't try, if I didn't try now, I would spend the rest of my life wondering what could have been. For sure about that. So I couldn't live with that. That what in my mind I make a decision. No, this is not my life, and I couldn't live all my life, the rest of my life in this way. Uh, so I decided it was the time. It's the time to take to leave. Not because I had all the answer for sure about that, because that time I told you I still have a lot of confusion, a lot of fear, but I just think, uh, what if I didn't? What if I don't try? And finally, I realized I had to make the choice. If I ever wanted to live the life that I have always dreamed about, then I need to take action, and that's the reason why I jumped. And now I can sit here to share with you about that. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
And I think we all ask ourselves, like, is this it? You know, but deep down we know that there's more, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes we're so scared, so afraid, and we are comfortable doing the things that we've been doing forever, and we're like, well, but I'm doing okay here. And we start making up excuses and trying to convince ourselves that what you're doing is the right thing, but deep down you know that there's something bigger out there. So it's hard to make that decision. It is confusing, like you said, when you try to think to yourself like one thing, and then at the same time, your mind tells you one thing but your heart tells you something different.
Yeah.
So it's confusing, and that's when you have to really listen to your heart, because if you have those dreams in your heart, it's because you're capable of doing them. With fear, with doubts, without having all the answers, it's time to jump in and start doing something different. Take action. And yes, the journey, the road that you're taking may not be a straight path, but at least you're going to be doing something that is going to make you feel fulfilled, something that is going to give you joy knowing that you're doing something for yourself. So
Yeah.
I'm really happy that you were able to, ask yourself the right questions and then decided to take the action and take the leap of faith against all your fears and doubts. So that's how we have to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
We do have a comment here from Jody Nangok. He say hi, she watching from Vietnam. So thank you for your comment. Thank you for watching.
Hi,
Okay.
Jody.
All right. So let's go into the next question. Okay. So quitting a job, especially one you've been in for a while, okay, can bring up some emotions. So what fears or doubts do you have and how do you overcome them? So this will be before taking that decision.
Yeah. you know, um, truly, I just share with you guys. I got a lot of thinking, overthinking, and fear, like whether what will happen, what would happen if I failed, or I always say, oh, I'm too old to start. Because now I'm over 50 already. So uh, if I fail, then how could I support myself? How could I support my family? Or whether if the business, if the thing I choose was not the one I wish I want, I expect, not happen like what I expected, then mm, whether or not I come back to my comfort zone, because I can say that uh, doing the nail tech, this being a nail tech, I can say that not the work I really, really want, but I have to say thankful to that because thanks to that job, I could support my family. I could uh, settle my life in the US too. So I could not say that that was the bad job, but that could help me a lot just because I wish to have something more. And that's why. But then, I need to say, like, the reason I got the confidence to pick up, to follow my choice, just because first, I got the big wife to support my family, to chase my freedom, to follow my dream. And also, I got a coach, my coach. She very strong mindset. She's a very, very strong mindset person. And she lived in a very isolated place, but she got very, very, very successful in business. Then I wonder why she's a very busy lady. She live in isolated, but she could do the business. And of course, at the beginning, I know her like she was very, very introvert person, more than me. I could say I am a very introvert person, but she seemed like she quiet. She very, very strict in everything, but she could do the business and she could live the life that I wish I could be the same. So I say, why she could do, but I could not. I strongly believe if people can, then I can too. That step by step help me uh, to follow and say, um, if if you don't try, you don't know how you are, who you are. So the truth is, if I didn't try, I would be the one failing myself. So I started taking step by step, small step, to get study, to set up for the minute I say it's time. In order to say it's time, I plan a little before, for what I would do next, just step by step. So each time, then I strongly believe I could do, and then I'm here. So I just want to say the doubts never fully went away, but they didn't have control anymore because I could control it. I could get over that, and that I strongly believe I could. So share with you. Yeah.
Thank you. I do have a question for, like, we had other job quitters that, they plan for, I think it was like for a year. So how
Yep.
about you? How about you? How long did you plan for to be, deciding, like, okay, this is the moment,
You know, um, just share with you guys that um, when I first came to the US, I work I chose working at the nail salon, but this is not what I think I would follow all my life. So at the minute settled in the nail salon, I start planting planning for something happen next. And when I joined in the business, I saw a lot of job quitters and said I would be one of them one day. And it took me uh, from that thinking, since I got that thinking up to the time I say it's time, it took like a year to build up for my financial situation, so that I say it's time and I don't have to worry anything. And also to gather all information, to build, to train my mind, to set up the mindset so that I don't get I don't feel like overwhelmed or sorry when I make a decision. So just say a year for me to think and build up everything to get ready. So now I can say I don't feel oh, sorry for that. No, because I I got a year, just a year. Yeah,
to
that also a long time to think and to make a decision. Yeah.
mm, thank you for
Very
sharing
good.
that. Yeah, it's nice that you share that, because like, for a lot of people that are out there, like, you can plan this, and
Yeah.
like you say, build us step by step and working on your mindset, because yeah, it's kind of like scary at the same time, because you don't, like you mentioned, you don't know, like, is it gonna work, like if I take this leap of faith and now is it gonna work. But it's all in our mindset. And yes, like you mentioned, you had your coach, you saw her, she's more introvert than you. She lives in like a very um a quiet place. I can't remember the word that you say, but um and she was able to do it. So when you saw her, you say, well, if she was able to do it, so can I. So I just
Yeah.
have to keep going. So that gives you, that motivation, like, that you also can achieve that. And I love that, like, you've been working, on, like you mentioned, you're working on your mindset to prepare you, and also,
Yeah.
the financial part of it, to be able to take that final decision to be able to quit. So thank you so much for sharing that with us and with the audience. I think we
Yeah.
have another comment here. So Santem Sharab, she say hello. I love watching from Minnesota, USA. So watching from Minnesota, USA. So thank you for your comment. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for your comment.
Okay, so next question for you.
Okay, next question. Since becoming a job quitter and fully embracing your digital business, how has your life changed personally, emotionally, and with your family?
Yeah. Um, as I share, up to now, like nearly 2 months for quitting the job, and not to like 6 weeks or more. So I cannot say like everything like what I think, but I could say to you guys that everything has changed. Why I say everything has changed? Before I quit, you know, I was working long time at a nail salon, at least 10 hours a day. Yep, and seldom do I see my family, and for sure, living paycheck by paycheck for sure about that. And just say like the time I was in the US, I was working in nail salon, only me and my husband in the family, but we just meet to each other in the morning, early morning at coffee time, And at dinner time, just sat down for a little bit, and then both of us rushed to go to bed to sleep so that we recover energy for the next day. Yep, I could say that my body was burnt out. I could say like that. And now I could say one thing I could say for sure, that now I can finally breathe. Yeah. Why I say this? Because I wake up every day knowing that the work I'm doing now is just not for survival. It's for something bigger. And I gotten my time back. No more asking for vacation time. Look at now, I could. You see, I'm in Vietnam for a month already, and no worry about the vacation permission because uh, we can do the work everywhere, and no worry about losing the job because you're still working on vacation with our business, right? So no more feeling trapped by my job, and I could spend more time with my family in Vietnam. That could not happen before. Yeah, and not only I can go back and visit whenever I want, uh, but the biggest thing is I don't have to bet anyone. No boss for me about the time off. I could work anywhere. I could go anywhere whenever I want, right? And the biggest thing I could say about emotion, I feel lighter. I'm not stressed about work anymore. I'm doing something that matters, and I'm doing with the people who are on the same journey, and people who inspire me and who I can help to. So um, I can say that now. One thing I could make sure my life now is not uh, living for survive. Not only that, it's not about making money anymore, but about living meaningfully. Yeah, it's about freedom, and that's it. To me, that's everything. Yeah, change a lot for sure about that. Yeah,
Thank you so much. Yes, you know, not having that alarm clock anymore, not having to worry about rushing in the morning to go to work, and having
yeah,
that peace, when you wake up and deciding what you have to do, and not having to rush in the evenings, like, okay,
for
we gotta,
sure.
go to bed early today because we have to
You
go to
see
work
that?
tomorrow.
Yeah,
So that's something different, that's a change. That's something
yeah,
that you have achieved for yourself.
yeah,
Because like you said, you're not stressed anymore trying to run and do things before you get ready for the next day, because now you have that time freedom, right? Now
yeah,
you can actually sit down and enjoy your coffee, enjoy your breakfast, and not having to rush for anything. And so having the time, to sit down with your husband and actually look at each other and have this feeling of, oh, we can actually enjoy our dinner today because we don't have to rush for anything, right? So
yeah,
I completely understand, that you said, you're not stressed anymore, because a lot of times when we're working for someone else, we our mental health, we feel so overwhelmed, and we feel like so tired of doing the same thing, of being on the run every day. And so just having that peace of mind and knowing that, well, now I work for myself, now I decide my hours. Now I decide, how long I want to go on vacation, because you don't have to get an approval anymore. You are the owner, you decide, and you can enjoy your family back at home for as long as you want. Because, like you said, you don't have to worry about clocking in, you don't have to worry about the permission, and you don't have to worry about losing your job, because your business is with you and you can run it from anywhere. So, congratulations. And yes, I can, get that feeling of just having that freedom and deciding for yourself. Where do
Yeah.
you want to be? Where do you want to work? And who you want to be with every day?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so the next question for you. So, for someone watching this live who's stuck in a job and silently dreaming of more freedom or time with family, what advice would you give them to them right now?
Yeah. Yeah. What should I say? I would say, don't wait. Don't wait. Yeah. The perfect moment doesn't exist. Yeah. If you wait for it, you will be waiting forever. Yeah, for sure about that. I know it's scary. Trust me. I've been there. Yeah. But if you don't take the first step, if you don't take the chance on yourself, how will you ever know that what is possible? How you ever know what's suitable for you, and how you ever know that your ability, your chance to follow your truth. Yep. So I just want to say, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to quit the job tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, but I believe that you can start today. Small, start small. Like what I shared with you before, I say in order to say, yeah, it's time. I I was thinking of that every day for a year because I say just step by step. I don't need to be rushed until it's time. I say, yeah, it's time. Yeah. So do the same. Do something on the side, dream bigger, and whenever you're ready, you will know. Like me. And whenever that moment comes, you will be ready to walk away into your new life, just like I did. So don't wait. Take small step, any step for reparation, any step for your mindset, and then I'm sure that soon you will be ready, like and you would follow the same way like me, so that you can say, yeah, it was the time, and freedom will come and your dream will come with you. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Okay.
Th- Thank you for sharing that, and congratulations again. For being a job quitter. And taking
Yeah.
that new journey in your life. Um, so yeah, that's an amazing advice that you gave me. And then if they're watching, they can really see them through you. Like how you were able to build this, until you finally took that decision, to quit. But you had planned this, you had a dream. You say, since you started, I mean, that wasn't the job that you were planning to do, but that helped you, to be able to achieve to what you're doing right now, this building on the side. And you always had a dream of more.
Yeah.
And when you found that opportunity, like you gave yourself a chance, like you're telling them now, give yourself a chance to be able to change your life, to be able to build those dreams, like you did, and then like you mentioned, do small steps. You plan this for a year, to working on your mindset, to be strong, to be able to take that leap of faith into a new venture now as a completely fully owner of your business, owner of your own life, not depending on somebody else's anymore. So yeah, so uh take the leap of faith, like you mentioned, to the other ones. And I love what you mentioned there about you never know, if what is on the other side, what are your abilities. and
Yeah.
and I love that, because many of us, when we come into this journey, as an entrepreneur, we always think about only the financial part of it. But
Yeah.
once we are inside, we find out there's more than that. We work on our mindset, we learn new skills. And so what I mean by that is that you don't need any skills, you don't need any knowledge, because all the training, all the tools, and all the support, is available to you to be able to succeed. So those abilities that you thought you didn't have, you will acquire them. Like all of us, like introvert. I'm an introvert, and Isabel is an introvert. We were not. used to be in front of the camera doing lives, but we went out of our comfort zone because we wanted to connect with the audience. So, we wanted to keep growing as a person. And this is what this journey teaches you, to keep growing as a person, to keep learning new skills, learning new knowledge, and finding yourself along the way, because this is a beautiful journey, because we're really finding ourselves of what we are capable of doing. Now many times we think that we're not capable of that, but we are,
Yeah,
so thank you for sharing that. I love what you mentioned there, finding your abilities, and who knows if that's suitable for you. You
yeah,
have to give yourself a chance to find out. That's the only way that you can find out. And like Tui, she gave herself a chance, and there you go. Now she's enjoying, she's on the other side, no more working, the 9 to 5. Now she's free, enjoying her vacations with her family in Vietnam. So thank you for sharing that. And one last question for you. Now this I'm gonna tell Isabel to say it, but um go ahead.
Okay. What will you tell the past you before you quit?
oh yeah. you know, um, let me see. I would give her a hug and then tell her, "You don't have to be afraid. It's going to be hard, but it's going to be worth. It's your time. Don't wait for anyone permission. You're stronger than you think, and this just the beginning for sure about that. So just go ahead and believe yourself. And I strongly believe that when you have that mindset, you will win. That's what I will tell my past myself in past my past version. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. I really love that, telling yourself
yeah,
don't be afraid and believe in yourself, because a lot of times we don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe in our capabilities, and we always feel like we're not enough to do something else. So
yeah,
believing in ourselves is the answer. It's the first step. I believe you have to believe in you to be able to dream of more and to do more. So
yeah,
always believe in yourself.
yeah,
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. That was a beautiful message to the past you, and a lot of people might relate to that too. Okay, so we have arrived to the end of the live. So um, we want to say thank you to Tui for taking some time out of her vacation in Vietnam to share with us, her story. Your story is very inspiring. So we hope so that, a lot of people will connect with your story, and they can see themselves through you, and get courageous to be able to take that leap of faith, and believe that, there is a better way for them and for their family to have a better lifestyle, to be able to have control of their own lives. So thank you for sharing that. And it's very inspiring, your story.
Thank you for letting me be here with you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Yes. So we want to say thank you also to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much too. To our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. If you are watching us on Facebook and you are not following us yet, you can follow us up here on the top. And where they can follow you, Tui? What is the name of your Facebook business page?
Yep. My business page will be Thúy Ai L Price.
There you go,
Yeah.
2IL Price.
Yeah.
So that's where you can find TUI. And if you're watching us from YouTube, and you haven't subscribed to our channel, you can subscribe to our channel, and that way you press the notification bell to get notified, when we put new content, and also when we go in live. So that way you keep learning about this online business opportunity. And when the time is right for you, when you feel ready, hopefully we hope to see you in this side and be part of this global online community, where we are making dreams come true by taking action and helping others. Um, so we want to say thank you to some like emojis here from Samtem Sharab, Samu Edits, Solomon Ida, Tui, okay, and Dennis Caballero. Uh, so thank you so much for all the like emojis and the heart emojis, and for all the comments that we have today. So thank you so much for being here with us. If you want to learn how to start your online business, you can register in any of the websites, and you can find, what is your website, Tui?
Uh, it will be the same with my name. So www at thuyaiprice.com. Yeah.
Okay, so tuiprice.com for Tui.
Yes. Yes.
And then when you register into our websites with your name and email address, we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So we had one tonight, but it's already finished. But you can still catch the replay of that one. So when you register, you will receive an email that will contain the link to register for our live webinar, which happens every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Do you happen to know where in Vietnam? I know you're usually in the US, but I don't know.
Is
Bro. Okay. And then the second link is the link for the replay. So you can catch the replay of tonight's live webinar. And that way you can learn how our online business plan works. And also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. So there you go. So if you want to know more about this online business opportunity, you can either register into our website, or you can also put in the comments, more info, or send us a private message, and we'll be happy to help you answer any questions about this online business opportunity. So again, we want to say thank you to everyone for being here with us today, and we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Thursday for those who are on Thursday, and a happy and blessed Friday for those who are on Friday, and a happy and rest of the weekend for everyone. And again, thank you to our guest, Tui, for being here with us today, and for sharing her journey and her story with us. And congratulations again for that big
Thank
milestone.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So stay tuned for next week for another job quitter story with another topic and another guest. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. And until the next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank
Have a good night.